Hi, a very good afternoon to the respected lecturers. We are from Group E17 would like to present on our case study, which is Bright Sparkler Firework Disaster 1991, which take place in Kampung Baru, Sungai Buloh. Our group consists of 4 people, which is myself, Durga Darshini, Ho Fang Yi, Beverly, and Kyrene Sophia. I would like to start with the introduction briefly about HSE. So HSE stands for Health, Safety and Environment. It is a discipline that involves taking care of people, well-being, ensuring their safety and protecting the environment. It focuses on preventing accidents, minimizing acts, and complying with regulation to create a healthy and safe working or living environment. So our objective of this case study is to discover the root cause of this explosion, the effect from the explosion, to have a better understanding of HSE, to promote the awareness of explosion. So I'm passing to Ho Fang Yi for the next session. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm talking about how the Bright Sparklers fireworks disaster happened. Okay, on the 7th May of 1991, a new product was being tested inside a factory in Kampung Baru, Sungai Buloh by a factory manager who is also a chemist from Hong Kong. So around 3:45 p.m. of the day, the explosive chemical that was used to test the product has split out during the experiment and it actually made the place on fire. The flames spread rapidly to a factory of firecrackers nearby, and you can try to imagine what would happen if a huge stack of firecrackers is lit on a same time at limited spaces. So yes, a series of huge explosions that can be heard and felt up in 10 km distance occurs. This is why the Bright Sparkles firework disaster, also known as Malaysia's version of Hiroshima bombing. Next. So for the effects from the explosion, 26 people lost their lives and over 100 of people were injured. Over 200 residential properties are damaged due to the strong explosion. So now I will pass the presentation to Beverly.
So for lesson and recommendation, handling explosive materials or conducting experiments with potential risk require strict adherence to safety protocols to prevent this kind of accidents. Awareness campaigns with local residents can foster a sense of responsibility with preparedness. Communities also should be prepared for any emergencies with evacuation plans, emergency response training, and accessible firefighting equipment. For VR technology on preventing the explosion. First, stimulate and train individuals in handling explosive material and hazardous situations. And last but not least, reduce the risk of accidents and minimize the chances of explosion occurring in real life scenarios. And now I'm passing the mic to Kyrene.
Okay, for this case, there are also 6 relevant rules and acts, which is the first one is the Factories and Machinery Act 1967, and then the Environmental Quality Act 1974, Explosive Act 1957, National Land Code, Industrial Coordination Act 1975, and Dominus Theory. For the Factories and Machinery Act 1967, this act is actually focuses on the safety and health aspects of factories and machinery, including regulations regarding the safe operation, maintenance, and inspection of equipment to prevent explosion. While the Environmental Quality Act, it says about addresses environmental disposal of hazardous substances or materials that can cause explosions or other environmental risks. Then, for our conclusion, this incident of the firecrackers factory, the bright sparkles been worse. history happened in the country. The tragedy gave huge impact to the workers, which give them awareness about the importance of how to have a good experience in safety and health in the workplace. The incident also needs to be taken as huge example to employer. We must always remember the importance of SOP so that the risk of incident can be minimized. So that's all from our group.
Thank you.
Thank you.